heard of people getting their Amazon accounts suspended, banned, and literally destroying their entire FBA business? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the main reasons why people get suspended and how you can avoid it, so stay tuned. What's up, champs? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm a full-time multiple six-figure Amazon seller, and I'm really excited to break down, like I mentioned, the main reasons why people are going to get their Amazon account suspended. So literally in a matter of a second, your entire FBA business can collapse. Amazon can block you, suspend you, ban you forever from selling on Amazon. And what I want to do is help you avoid the nightmare and that kind of gut feeling that you have of, is this against terms of service, is it not? And I'm going to help you guys avoid all of those problems. So please make sure to stick around, watch this entire video. But before we dive into my screen where I'm going to go through Seller Central, look at the terms of service, I want to dive into my screen and keep you guys updated on my Amazon FBA journey. So it's just past 4 o'clock, and as you guys can see right here, just under $5,000 for the day. See if we can get it to focus. And $77,000 in the last 30 days. So I share that with you just to let you know that this is the most up-to-date YouTube channel out. So make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you guys are up to date when I release these new videos. So without further ado, let's dive into the screen and let's break down the main reasons why people are going to get their accounts suspended. Okay, so here we are inside of Amazon Seller Central, and the first thing that I want to first let you guys know that if you do have a question, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, if you have any question whatsoever, go to Amazon Seller Central, search your question in that search bar, and more than likely you're going to get an answer, and if you don't, you can then directly contact Amazon. So right here, as you guys can see, you just literally go and you search the question, and if it doesn't come up, then you can go right here and hit Get Support, and you're going to get your question answered. So if you ever have kind of that question of, well, is this all right? Is it not? Please double, triple check and make sure and get it approved by Amazon so that you don't run into problems down the road. So the first thing that I want to talk about is copyright, and that is the Amazon intellectual property policy. So right here, it's going to be talking about copyright, trademark, and patents. So this is a huge mistake that I would say the majority of beginner sellers make, that don't really get a mentor, they don't take a course, or they just kind of dive into it without knowing what they're getting themselves into. And copyright being one of them, where they get all excited on this one product, and what they do is they just go steal the pictures from another listing off of Google or off of Alibaba, and then they just use those same exact images. They think they're the best images, and so they're going to use them on their Amazon listing. But what happens is there's an owner to that product image, and as soon as that owner sees that you're using their image on your product listing, on your FBA product, they're going to report you, and then Amazon is going to hit you with an IP claim, and they can either suspend your account, block your listing, and then you're going to have to appeal and basically say, well, yeah, I didn't know, and basically try to get your account unsuspended by doing something so stupid that you could have avoided by just paying someone on like Fiverr or hiring a professional photographer to take your pictures for you. So that is the first thing that you guys need to make sure that you don't make the mistake of, is stealing someone's copyrighted information. Okay, that is crucial. The second thing is trademarks. There are certain trademarks on products or on a banner or on a mug or something that you can't use. And the best way to go check is to just go on the USPTO website, look up the trademarks, see if there's a trademark on that product. So for example, if I went and I started selling something that was related to the Echo Dot, okay, and I put Echo Dot in my listing, Amazon would not like that, and they wouldn't let me use Echo Dot in their listing because that's their trademark. They own the rights to Echo Dot, so I can't use that in my listing, in the title, in the description. So you need to make sure that even if, let's say, it's not on the product, but you still can't have it in the listing, description, and the title either. Okay, so if someone has a word trademarked, don't use it on the product or in the listing either. So please make sure that the product that you're looking to sell doesn't have a trademark, whether it's on the product or whether it's your main keyword and you're going to be using it in the description, in the bullet points, or in the title as well. So please make sure that you're not infringing on any trademarks. The third thing, when we're talking about the Amazon intellectual property policy, is patents. So this is something that I was guilty of when I first started selling. I had no idea. I just started selling just this product that I thought was awesome, and it was awesome, and there's no competition, and it was because there was a patent on the product. So please double, triple check. Go to Google Patents, hire a patent checker on Fiverr, or maybe reach out to an attorney to make sure that your product that you're looking to sell does not have a patent on it. And if you do, like I was saying, with this copyright infringing on trademark or a patent, Amazon does not take that lightly. And if you get a claim filed, you're going to get your Amazon account suspended and shut down, and your selling privileges may be banned forever. Okay, so those are very, very crucial steps. Make sure that you aren't infringing on anything of this sort, copyright, trademark, or patent. So that's the first thing that the majority of sellers get suspended for, and I just want to make sure that you guys avoid that at all costs. So now let's talk about the second one, which is something that's kind of a hot topic right now, and that is giveaway services, launching your products, manipulating sales rank. So I did make an entire video where I talked about it, so I'm not going to dive into too much detail about it. If you do want to see that video, you can go check out my channel, and basically I break down that people are getting suspended for using giveaway services. I've never promoted it. I've never liked launching that way, and I always thought that it was kind of manipulating Amazon's algorithm, and Amazon doesn't like any sort of manipulation whatsoever. So right here, if we go to Amazon Seller Central, let's see if we can find, so right here, Seller Code of Conduct says behavior that could be deemed as manipulation of gaming, manipulation or gaming of any part of the buying or selling experience. So don't try to manipulate Amazon's selling experience or anything of the sort. Please just do things accordingly. Don't try to do anything stupid. Just follow everything to the T, and Amazon's going to award you for that. Okay, so if you don't, Amazon's obviously going to penalize you for that, and they have the potential to suspend and cancel your account. So please be aware of that. There's also some other ones. Where is it? Misuse of sales rank right here. Any attempt to manipulate sales rank is prohibited. You can't provide claim codes right here. Provide claim codes to buyers for the purpose of inflating sales rank. So be careful with that. Now, Amazon does have a giveaway service inside of Amazon, and that is 100% compliant because it's obviously Amazon's tool. So that's an alternative of doing giveaways, is doing it through Amazon's giveaways feature inside Seller Central. Okay, so that's another way that you can launch and rank your product. Another thing is doing PPC, but we won't dive into that too much. But that is very important. So those two things, a lot of people are getting suspended for, and they just didn't really know, and they didn't really look into it. Okay, so the second thing, or I should say the third thing, is getting fake reviews. Okay, so this is a huge hot topic. People are getting reviews wiped. Back in 2018, they wiped millions of reviews. It's still a hot topic of how and what is the best way to get reviews. Don't try to manipulate the system again. Any sort of manipulating the process, like it says in Amazon's terms of service, they have the right to suspend or ban your account. So don't try to go and get fake reviews, especially from friends and family. That's just the stupidest thing that you could do. Avoid that at all costs. Don't get caught trying to get one review. It's not worth it. It's not risking your entire business for one 5-star review. Okay, so that's very important that you're not doing that. And then another thing along with that is a good way to get reviews is by sending automated follow-up emails. So there's a bunch of different tools. I actually just made a video with Bradley the other day talking about follow-up and how we can use follow-up by Helium 10 to actually get reviews and ask customers for reviews, but there's certain things that are against Amazon's terms of service, and this is another thing that people get suspended for all the time. The first thing is asking for a 5-star review. You can't directly just ask bluntly, hey, give me a 5-star review if you're satisfied with the product. That is against Amazon's terms of service, and they can suspend you for that. Another thing is diverting traffic. So let's say you say, oh, if you're happy, go here. If you're not, go here. You can't do that. You can't divert traffic. Another thing that you can't do on those emails, you can't include links diverting to your personal email, diverting to your personal Shopify website, diverting traffic to like a QR code or something. Amazon doesn't want you to divert any traffic to outside sources. They want you to keep everything inside of Amazon. So it is okay to send them a upsell. If you have a product related to an item, you can say, hey, check out this product, but you have to send them the link inside of Amazon. So that's very important. You need to keep everything inside of Amazon. So if we go into Amazon Seller Central, we can kind of look at a few things. So right here, attempts to divert transactions or buyers. So right here, it talks about you can't divert any traffic whatsoever, hyperlinks, URLs, web addresses. You just can't do that. So again, if you do have questions, if you're kind of weary of, is this against Amazon's terms of service or not, go search on Amazon Seller Central and look it up, and you'll be able to find the answer right here, okay? So that's very important. A lot of people are attempting to divert traffic to other sources with QR codes and all that other stuff, so be careful with that. I have everything written on my phone, so I just want to make sure that I touch everything. Another thing is there are restricted products and gated categories. So there are certain listing restrictions, and what people do sometimes is they get this restricted product or they're trying to sell in this gated category and they realize that they can't. So what they think is they're going to trick Amazon, they're going to manipulate the system. Again, that word manipulate, if you're ever doing anything of the sort, run away, stay away from it. But what people do is they manipulate the system, or at least they think they can get away with it. And instead of listing it in a gated category, they list it in another category, even though it should be under that gated category. And if Amazon catches that, they could suspend your account. So make sure that you're listing your products under the proper category. And you shouldn't have that problem, because when you're doing product research, one of the first few things is you need to make sure that you're even eligible to sell the product. Okay, so make sure it's not restricted and make sure that it's ungated. Another thing is people try to list restricted products and use different keywords to get around Amazon's bot or whatever it is that auto detects certain keywords or phrases, and they use different keywords, but then a human recognizes it and then they get caught and then they get the listing taken away, or they get suspended, or they get banned. So please do not try to take advantage of the listings using different categories or using different keywords to try to get around restricted products and gated categories. So let's see if there's anything else. The last thing that I have on my list, and again, there's tons of other things, but this is more for retail arbitrage, is people will try to sell certain brands, and certain brands, even though Amazon says you're eligible to sell them, those brands do not like that you sell on their listings, so you basically think that it's okay, but then later down the road, that brand reports you, and then you get shut down, and your Amazon account is suspended. So be careful, and that's another thing. This is related to Amazon private label. A lot of my students, they just automatically think, and I've heard this a ton of different times in Facebook groups, in the comments, they just assume that, oh, other people are selling it, so I can too. That is not the case. You don't know if they have permission. Maybe they're doing something against Amazon's terms of service, so just don't assume that if someone else is selling it, you can too. You need to double check, verify. There's not a patent, there's not a trademark, you're not in gated category, it's not a restricted product, and make sure that you're just abiding with the rules of Amazon. It's that simple, and I promise if you do that, you're going to be rewarded. And I'm in this for the long run, so I'm not going to try to do anything that's shady. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is because I just feel like there's a lot of shady things going around. There's a lot of accounts being suspended, and I don't want that to be you. So if I saved you $100,000 or $10,000 or $100, I feel like I did my job, and I just want you guys to not make these silly mistakes that a ton of people are making. So if you guys have any other further questions, you can feel free to reach out to me on the Facebook group. Leave a comment down below. Again, Seller Central is a great way to search and find an answer to your problem. Just search kind of the gist of the problem and it's going to come up. You can also contact Amazon Seller Support and ask them directly. And if you have any other further questions, you can follow me on Instagram. It's at Trevin Peterson. Feel free to DM me. I'm more than happy to help. And if you guys are kind of confused, you want someone to guide you, mentor you along the way, I do have a full A to Z course that's going to take you step by step and help you make sure that you don't make these stupid mistakes, show you what's good, what's bad, what you can sell, what you can't, and how to succeed on Amazon. So there's a lot of different steps, and I'm not making this video to scare you. I'm just making this video so that you're prepared so that you don't make these stupid mistakes, okay? So this is by all means not to scare you. Amazon is not dead. People are succeeding every single day. It's just the people that are trying to do shady things are getting caught, and Amazon is just going to get smarter and smarter and smarter. I mean, they're a $1 trillion company. They're going to eventually catch on, whether you think so or not. They're going to catch you, so please just don't do anything that's manipulating Amazon's selling policies, okay? So please check that out. Check the links down below. I have a bunch of free resources. Check out the free Facebook group. Join that. I have a product research course. I have coaching calls if you guys are interested. I want to help you, so reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help you guys. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and like this video. And for now, we will see you in the next video.